Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mercy and I'm back with another video. So before I get into this video, I just want to mention the product that I use in my hair. It's only one product. Get to it though, and I know y'all see this twist out. And I just wanted to shout out Shea Moisture is the reason for this twist out being so full and moisturized and defined. So I just wanted to let y'all know that's the only product I use. I blow dried my hair and I just slathered that on my hair and twisted, and I left my twist in for a week. I took them out yesterday and this is the result that I got, and I'm loving it. Unfortunately, I do have to wash my hair, so it won't be in too long, but that's the product that I use, and that is the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curling Gel Souffle. So I have been kind of all over the place the last 2 weeks because of all this murdering of my people that's going on. Black people are being oppressed. We've been being oppressed, but it's just getting caught on camera now. So I just been trying to process just like my thoughts and my emotions toward the matter, and I'm still processing. So yeah, so I wasn't originally going to post this video. I wasn't going to record today. I was actually supposed to do this last week, but after everything that happened, I was just like basically during this time of singleness, I have noticed and I have gathered my thoughts about, because I've been single for a very, very long time. But during the season, I have realized that God has been protecting me from so much. Like he really outdoing himself. Like really outdoing himself. So God has protected me personally from soul ties, heartbreak, frustration, distraction, chaos. Maybe some of you agree, maybe not, but I feel like he has kept me single to protect me from some of these things, and I'm so grateful for that, because it seems like whenever I did like get involved with somebody, it was always like a bunch of frustration and like just interrupting my peace, and that was not good. Like, your person should never be interrupting your peace. You should never lose your peace of mind when you are dating or in a relationship with somebody. So I'm thankful for that, and if you guys feel the same way, you should definitely be grateful and thankful for God's protection over you. And I do want to say that my Christianity, a lot of my beliefs and opinions will stem from my religious beliefs as a Christian, so please don't be offended by what I say. I understand that not everybody that's watching this video is a Christian, but just hear me out, just hear my points, and I still have a lot of good things to say that are not necessarily related to Christianity. So my second point is, this is the best time to really work on your craft, work on the business that you want to start learning a new trade, learn how to braid hair, learn how to do makeup, start a side hustle, learn how to code, like learn, take this time to learn, and learn about yourself, learn about what you like to do, enjoy your friendships, travel, explore your own city. Like, I am from Miami. I lived there my whole life, and I never really explored the city like that. And I don't even, like, you can't ask me to give you a tour of Miami, because I just take you to the beach and to my favorite restaurant. That's about it. So explore your city, explore out of the country. I just got my passport and I was ready to go to Jamaica this summer, but obviously that's not going to happen. So whenever Rona decide to let up, just know that I'm gonna be out the country a lot. Do what you always wanted to do during this time of singleness. Don't focus on when you're going to get in a relationship, or don't focus on your spouse, was that you should not have to depend on somebody to tell you that you're beautiful, that you look good, because you should be telling yourself that every day. And I'm speaking to myself too, because I have been the number one critic of myself. Normally we are our number one critics. So just be more kind to yourself. Like, take care of yourself. Really give yourself some love. You can pray for your spouse. Definitely do that. I think a lot of us, because we don't have a person physically right now, it's like we don't pray for that person. But even if you don't have a person in your life that you're considering as a spouse or a significant other, still pray for your future spouse. And just overall, be selfish during this time. Just do whatever you want to do. Like I said, like, this is the time when you're in a relationship. Everything you do, every decision you make, you have to consider your significant other. So as a single person, all you got to do is worry about yourself and your feelings and your emotions, and just become self-aware, self-evaluate, and become emotionally intelligent. Like, listen to your body, listen to, you know, how you're feeling, process your thoughts. Like, especially during this time, if you're a black woman or a man, this is the time when you really need to step back and just process, like, how you feel, what your thoughts are, and just be selfish. Like, this is the best time to do it, because once you're in a relationship, as soon as you start being selfish, you're going to be judged, and you're going to be you're gonna make somebody mad for being selfish. So might as well do it now when you ain't got nobody on your back, nobody that you live with. Okay. All right. So I feel personally like a lot of us women, and let me know in the comments if you feel the same. A lot of us women, single women, we spend so much time giving so much of ourselves when we're single that when we get in a relationship, we feel like we don't have much to give. We start second guessing, and we start holding back, you know, love, because so many of the people in the past, we feel like we need to hold back our love because they didn't love us the same, or we loved too much, or we loved more, and it's just a lot. Like, that's just how I feel about that. But us as young women, we have to remember that men are straightforward individuals. They're gonna go for whatever they want, and they're gonna go for it. So if you're just waiting around for somebody you like to come to you, and some women like to make the first move, that's all right too, but a man is gonna come get what he wants. So don't treat relationships with them as more than it is and more than they make it seem. And this goes for men and women. So to give you some examples, I've categorized the types of relationships you can have with other sexes, so, or the opposite sex. So if y'all rarely talk, you are acquaintances. If you see each other in public and you say what's up and you catch up, blah blah blah, you're acquaintances. If he hits you up, if she hits you up to chill, consider that a friend, or whatever you want to call that. If y'all talk consistently but he doesn't want to take you out or progress further, he is your brother in Christ. Do not play yourself, sis. Do not start labeling him as your man when y'all still in the talking stage. And y'all know how I feel about the talking stage if you watch my last video. So we're gonna leave that in the past, and from the future, from here on out, we are dating or we're friends, and that's it. So use this time to grow your relationship with God. If you are a Christian, if you are curious about Jesus, if you've been struggling, use this time now to grow your relationship with Christ till you can get to a point where your faith is unwavering. And what I mean by unwavering is that nothing or nobody can tell you something that will stop you from believing in God. So really get to know yourself. Like I said, learn about your traits, learn about your what makes you unique, learn about your hobbies, your interests, your goals, what you want to like do in the future, how you want your future to look. so you don't lose yourself once you get in a relationship. Because if you truly know yourself, when you're in a relationship, you're not going to lose that, because you're always going to still pursue what you want. You're going to still set goals for yourself, and no person should distract you from that. Y'all, I have been having the time of my life trying to film this video. My camera was dying, now my memory card was full, but I'm back. So where I left off, let's see. I was talking about your standards, and I mentioned Mike Todd, and he's doing right now a series on relationship goals, which everyone needs to watch. Whether you're single, in a relationship, married for 40 years, you need to watch it. And he just has a lot of good things to say. And one of the main points in one of his sermons was to rip up your list. And I don't want y'all to be confused with ripping up your list and ripping up your standards, because your standards and your list is not the same thing. So hear me out. So when you make your list of things that you want in a person, most women, they want somebody 6 feet and above. They want somebody athletic build, dark, no kids, that type of thing. Those are the type of things that you put on your list. But when you set your standards, this is setting standards for how you want or you expect somebody to treat you, and what you allow from that person. So those are two completely different things. I don't want y'all to get that confused, and just keep that in mind. Rip up your list, but make sure you set your standards. Strengthen your friendships during this time. I want to say that the way your friendships are will determine how your relationships will be. So if you don't treat your friends well now, if you're lacking in the communication area with your friends, if you're not consistent in your friendships, then you're not going to be consistent in your relationships, or you might be one of those people who treats their relationships differently from their friendships. I don't know. But most of the time, if your friendships are healthy, your relationships are going to be healthy. If your friendships are unhealthy, your relationships are going to be toxic. So pay attention to your friendships and how sustainable and healthy they are, and then that will kind of give you a view of how your relationships will be. So make sure you just strengthen your friendships and really take time to just develop them, and just appreciate and enjoy your friends while you're single, because once you're in a relationship, like I said, you're not always going to have time for your friends. You're always going to be with your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, and sometimes a lot of people lose their friends that way. And I want to bring back to my previous point about, categorizing your relationships. Not everybody's supposed to be your friend, and you need to ask for discernment, and really pay attention and observe the people around you, so that you can put them in the right place or the position that they're supposed to be in your life. And you won't know that unless you have discernment, or you evaluate what purpose these people have in your life. So I just wanted to bring that point up before I forgot. So moving on, me personally, I noticed that whenever I have strong desires for somebody, or strong desires to be in a relationship, it's always happens whenever I stray from God. Whenever I stop talking to God, whenever I stop spending time with God, that's when I find those desires coming back up and like kind of consuming my mind. So I wonder if that's the same for you. Like, whenever you find yourself idolizing relationships and wanting to be in a relationship so bad you feel like you can't wait any longer, is it because you're not spending time with God, or is it because you're falling off track? Is it because you lost your focus? Because we were created for relationship, and it's very hard to not attach yourself to people, because that's what we were created for. We're created to love others. And because God created us that way, whenever we steer away from Him, we desire and we look for and search for love and attention from people. And for women, it's men. For men, it might be women. Whatever your preference is, we seek attention and love from others because we were made to seek love from God. And when you're not close to God, you will seek it in different people, different things. And a lot of times when we spend time, I know when I spend time with God and reading my Bible and praying and just worshiping and sitting in His presence, He fills me in a way that no person can. And that's something that I wish a lot of people would understand. Like, you cannot compare like gratification from anybody with the satisfaction of being in the presence of God. So just keep that in mind. Stay close to God and He will fill you completely to the point where you won't even have those desires. You'll think about it, but it won't be something that you have to have right here, right now. So God will refocus you and direct you in the path that you need to go and toward your purpose. He will refocus you toward your purpose. And like I said, each of us have a purpose before we have a person. I also want to mention that we should seek God's presence before the person as well. And this is also some notes that I took off of Mike Todd's sermon on his relationship goals part 5, happily ever before. So please go ahead and watch those sermons. I think he has about 5 or 6 now that are out on YouTube. I'll go ahead and link his channel in my description box and check him out, like for real. He really be blessing people. I also want to mention Dr. Dharius Daniels. He is also a pastor, and he is a pastor of Life Change Church or Change Church. And he also has one location here in Gotha, Florida, which is near Orlando, in Orlando, I don't know, whatever. But he is so intelligent. He preaches the word like I've never heard anybody preach before. He is full of wisdom and intelligent. So he has also written a book called Relational Intelligence, and I highly 10 out of 10 recommend everybody get that. Like I said, we are relational human beings, and we have to have intelligence about who we are. So he wrote a book on relational intelligence. I was reading the introduction, and my life was already being gathered just from reading the first couple pages. And I still haven't finished the book, but I'll get to it eventually. I'll get to relationship goals. He also has the book out. And yeah, that's what really I wanted to share with you guys today, was how to really just make the best out of your singleness in this season, and really appreciate and be grateful for what God is doing and preparing you for. And although my heart is heavy for what's going on right now, I really wanted to bring you guys this video just to, bring a subject change just for a little bit, just so we're not overwhelmed by. Thank you for tuning in and watching this video. And I just really pray comfort and peace over you and your families. It's a crazy world we live in. And I just pray for your protection. Black men, black women, I love you. And I support you. And I see you. And I'm here to listen. And I thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have a blessed day. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.